chaps. Thanks for coming.
Hey.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it. Now, I sent one of my colleagues off to review this film, and he came back with just one criticism. He said it's a bit of a sausage fest. But he's got it wrong, right? Because that's not criticism. That's actually part of what the film's about.
Yeah, it's about guys stuck together in the house. So by its nature, it will be a sausage fest a little bit.
But there's some girls, so it's not an official sausage fest.
We have some girls pop in here and there. So yeah, there's moments interrupted by sausage fest. But yeah, that's kind of what it's about.
You kept it to guys for a reason, right?
Well, we addressed why in the movie we kept it to guys because, we didn't want to have to address kind of repopulation issues, and we didn't want there to be sexual. 28 Days Later kind of handles that pretty well. Yeah, we kind of didn't want to get into that too much.
I'm very interested, unless you've been running a very big misdirection campaign for the last few years. I'm talking to a couple of Jewish chaps at the moment.
We are.
But I don't know how much, as you were young, you were told about Revelations, and because obviously you deal with it in a comedic and offhand way.
Yeah. I think we were taught about it and always thought it was ridiculous and
a little insulting.
And a little insulting. Yeah.
Right. This is what
I don't want to go to hell, but a lot of people kind of seem to think I am.
Yeah, and we kind of confronted that in high school. We had some friends who were religious Christians, and slowly we were like, "You think we're going to hell, don't you?" And they were like, "Yeah, we kind of do." And
they were polite about it.
They were very polite,
but honest.
But they were honest, yeah. And so that kind of just was very an entertaining notion to us. And also, like, the Christian, like, the Book of Revelations is so, like, physical and literal that, like, just cinematically it was really interesting to explore. Like, almost everything we do in the movie is directly from, the New Testament, which, excuse me, as like a Jewish guy, like, our messianic era is much more spiritual and figurative. There's not like literal like physical like monsters and shit coming out. So that was always kind of interesting to us.
Was there an extent to which you were sort of trying to answer back or undermine this sort of stuff in this?
I mean, if anything, we're saying, what if they were right? That's kind of what the whole
we always kind of said if the people disagree with us and think this is going to happen to us, and they can't really distree with us because this is exactly what they think is going to happen.
It's kind of validating the beliefs of the exact people that would hypothetically be insulted by the movie. And so we got them there.
In the end, we needed to make a good movie, so we had to make a few little twists and turns.
Yeah.
And how much are you guys interested in plot? Because thinking back on it, it's quite cleverly structured. Like, even the people who die in the convenience store, it's very particular and significant who goes and who doesn't, isn't it?
Yeah, people are doing nice things and bad things, and there's a priest. And we spend a ton of time structuring the movies and outlining them and laying them out. I mean, that's what we spend the bulk of. Literally years we spend doing that, and then the actual writing of like the dialogue is actually like the fastest part of the. I think we outlined the movie literally for years, and then wrote the actual first draft of the script in like a week or something like that, because we spent so much time kind of putting it together,
Right.
Yeah.
And you guys coming from particularly Seth coming from the background of being on screen, but both of you being thought of being funny. When you start directing movies, maybe people don't treat you the same way as somebody who's come from commercials will, and you won't get a lot of questions about how you choose where to put the camera or what you think about editing. But talk to me a little bit about how you chose the visual style for this and some of the schemes you had.
We kind of just watched a lot of horror movies and end of the world movies and just movies that inspired us. We watched The Thing. We always talked about Apocalypse Now. You got a bunch of guys crammed on a boat in insane scenario.
Yeah. We wanted it to feel, you have some like liberties with the lighting and stuff when you're in the apocalypse. So we wanted it just to feel hot and bright and like kind of the world was on fire. And it was a bit of a challenge because it mostly takes place in one house to like visually keep that interesting. But we're huge movie fans. So like over the years, everyone kind of is imagining how they would make their own movie. And
we ended up doing something I actually used to make fun of, which is we made like a picture book with like all the pictures of the things we liked
references
and references.
And literally paintings.
And we made like video montages that we would go over and just discuss.
Yeah.
Put them on the DVD. I'm running out of time, so just very quickly, you said you spent a long time outlining these things. Where are you at with the interview now then? What sort of stage
it's fully written, and we actually officially start pre-production at the beginning of August, and we start filming in October.
And have you got Franco on board now?
Yep.
For sure?
Yep.
Oh, superb.
Yeah.
Well, thank you both very much. I really love this.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.